Namaste and a very good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is hale and hearty at home and you are once again ready for your English class. Now, children, today we are going to take a little break from grammar and we will start with our literature today. So, this time, the first lesson that is there in your syllabus is a poem. It's a very interesting poem, and today we are going to begin with it. And the title of the poem is I'm Late for School. Now, this is a humorous poem. Humorous means it's a funny poem, as the title suggests, and the poem has been written by Gareth Lancaster. I hope you will remember how to pronounce the name of the writer of the poet, Gareth Lancaster. Now, as the name suggests, I'm late for school. Many of you will be able to relate with the title because it has happened throughout the year. Once or twice it happens that we do get late. We get up late for the school and then we are in a hurry to rush. Now, as we start with the poem, the first thing that we see is this. The first thing that we see is this picture. It is a warm-up exercise. Let's look at the picture. Now, when we look at the picture, it says, look at the picture of Rohan's room. This is Rohan's room and discuss the picture with your partner. Now, you don't have a partner here. What you can do is you can either discuss the picture with your parents or you can look at the picture and discuss. You can call your brother or sister and ask them, what do you feel when you look at this picture? When I look at this picture, I find that the room is very dirty. Rohan is very mismanaged. He's not organized at all. He doesn't know where to keep his things. Everything is scattered here and there. What you feel? Or do you also have a similar room like Rohan? Okay. Now, after this, the poem starts. Let's move on to the next page. Now, read this funny poem by Gareth Lancaster about a boy who wakes up late one day and find out what happens. Okay, now let's see. We're going to read it today and find out what happens. I got up late for school today and nearly missed the bus. Now, one thing we've come to know that our boy, the one who's gotten up late today, he goes by bus and he nearly missed the bus. He has not missed the bus, but he nearly, on the brick or at the nick of moment, he reached on the stop. So I got up late for school today and nearly missed the bus. I hurried down the stairs. That means his room is probably on the first floor. So he hurried down the stairs. He came down the stairs and wolfed my toast. Wolfed my toast means that he hurriedly ate his toast. Quickly, he hurriedly ate his toast and caused a fuss. Caused a fuss means he caused a lot of disturbance. One side he's eating his toast, on the other side he's trying to look for his books or he's trying to look for his shoes. So he created a lot of disturbance when he came down because he was in a hurry to catch his bus. Let's come to the second paragraph now. I quickly threw books in my bag. So now what did he throw? That's why he created a lot of fuss. A lot of fuss means a lot of disturbance. Okay, so quickly he threw the books in his bag, my pens, my lunch, and shorts. Now I'm reading it again. I quickly threw my books in my bag, my pens, my lunch, and shorts. See, right now he's so puzzled, he's so confused that he's put his shorts also in his bag. Grabbed my coat from out the cupboard, took my bat and ball for sports. Probably he has his PT class today. So like all of you, some of you carry your bats and some of you carry your balls that we have a PT class today. So we are going to carry our things. In the same way, he also took his bat and ball for sports. I hope the first two paragraphs are clear. Now moving on to the third paragraph. I slid across the kitchen floor. Slid across the kitchen floor means like you people, skid in the corridors and the teachers tell you not to skid in the corridors. In the same way, he hurriedly skidded across the kitchen floor and hopped up. As he's skidding on the kitchen floor, in front came the cat. So what he did, he jumped over the cat. Okay, he jumped over the cat, then expertly rolled over. Expertly rolled over means, see, this is the cat. He skidded like this, then jumped over the cat, sat down, Then again he rolled over like this and stood up, jumped back up and grabbed my hat. And he jumped back, roll over, and then he stood up, and he jumped back up means that he stood up and he grabbed his hat, the hat he had to wear and go out. I belted out of our front door. I belted out means I hurriedly, quickly moved out of the front door. See, his mind is all set that he has to catch the bus. I belted out of our front door. He hurriedly got out of the front door, spun around. Spun around means to move around. He came out of the front door, then spun around, moved back to close the door. That is spunning. Spun means to move back. And swung it shut. Swung it shut to pull the door. He swung it shut. Saw the bus was waiting for me. And then when he saw the bus was waiting for him, he took a sigh of relief. Sigh of relief. The bus has not left. I felt I had time to strut. Time to strut means, oh, I am not late. I am on time. I'll tell you how you strut. See, can you see the boy? He's strutting. He's all in his airs that I'm on time. I'm not late. And I've gotten a picture of rollover also. See, this child is rolling over. Imagine the boy. He jumped over the cat. Then he stood like this. He rolled over and again stood up and took his hat. Okay? How? He jumped over the cat, rolled over like this, and then he stood up and took his hat. I hope the earlier page is clear. I'm going to read it again. I got up late for school today and nearly missed the bus. So he got up late. The clock was already ticking. He was late and he missed his bus. He nearly missed the bus, but he hurried. So he hurriedly came down the stairs from his room. He wolfed down. He went to the kitchen. He quickly ate, wolfed down, quickly ate the toast. Then he caused a lot of fuss, caused a lot of disturbance. How did he cause disturbance? He started putting his books in the bag. Then he put his pen and he put his lunch box. And what else did he put, which he was not supposed to put? He put his shorts also in the bag by mistake. Then he grabbed his coat from the cupboard, took my bat and ball for sports. And what did he do? He did not forget. See, he was also fond of sports. So he took his bat and he took his ball. I slid across and then he skidded across the kitchen floor, jumped over the cat and then expertly rolled over and jumped back and caught up his hat. Then he belted out, hurriedly he came out of the front door, spun, I'm going to spun now. Like this, he swung the door, he shut the door and then he saw the bus and all the tension has gone from him. Why? Because the bus is waiting, he has not missed the bus. And I felt I had time to strut. Strut means, oh, I am a cool dude. I can walk, I'm not late. Okay, so all the tension has gone down when the bus is there waiting for him, and he struts. He casually walks with an attitude. Okay, let's move on to the next page. These two I explained. I climbed aboard. Aboard, he climbed on the bus. Then froze still. Froze still means became absolutely still. He did not move because suddenly he has realized everybody, all the children in the bus are looking at him and knew the things weren't right. Because when he looked at the children's faces, he came to know that something is amiss. There is a problem. My friends fell down in fits of fun. When all the children looked at him, why did he become all still? Because when all the children they looked at him, what did they see? They started laughing. Somebody is holding his stomach, somebody is holding his head, somebody is laughing loudly and pointed with delight. Pointed when you point fingers. With delight, with happiness, they're laughing and they're pointing fingers at him. Oh, look at him, look at him. So my face turned red and his face became all red. He's embarrassed. I hope everyone knows the meaning of embarrassed. Embarrassed when you don't know what to do, when something happens and you feel, oh, ye kya ho gaya? What has happened with us? My face went red. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe because now even the boy has come to know that what is the problem. For in my haste, I knew. In my haste means in my hurry. For in my haste, I knew I'd forgotten to wear trousers. What he had done, he forgot to wear the trousers. He's probably in his night suit or probably is in his shorts. I'd forgotten to wear trousers. Trousers are your pants. Jumper is the light jacket. When winter starts na, at times we don't wear those big jackets, we wear those light jackets so that we don't feel cold. So that jumper he had forgotten. Shirt also he was not wearing. God knows what he was wearing, maybe a vest he was wearing. My socks and shoes. So he was without any socks and shoes. His feet were bare. He was not wearing any shoes. So that's the reason everybody was laughing at him. I climbed aboard to get on the bus. Okay. And then froze still. Froze still means became absolutely still and knew that things weren't right. Why? Because everyone who was sitting in the bus, all the children, they were laughing loudly and they were pointing at him. And when he saw down, he was embarrassed. He was ashamed. Sharam aa rahi thi, ashamed. Embarrassed is sharam aana ki ye kya ho gaya. Okay, he was embarrassed. Why? Because he was not wearing his trousers, he was not wearing his school jumper, he was not wearing a shirt, he was probably in his night suit or sirf upar coat pehna hua. He was wearing a coat and he was not wearing his shoes and socks. Now I hope this poem is clear to everyone. Please recite the poem again with proper pronunciation, proper intonation, proper stress, and at least recite it at home twice. You should know the name of the poet also. Try to do the comprehension questions that are there. Okay? The comprehension question, these questions, A, 1, 2, 3, 4, you have to do in the book itself. I will be sending these answers on next Monday. Okay? Now this question number B, we will do next time. Question number C, 1 and 2. What did the poet put in his bag in a hurry? You will write the answer on your own. Okay. I have mentioned in the format that I have sent to you people. Please see from there. What things did he carry for sports? This also you have to do it. Okay. Another thing that you have to do this time is find 3 more first word. You have to find out the rhyming words. The words bus and fuss have similar final ending sounds. Rhyming words are which sound similar. When 2 words have similar final ending sounds, we say they rhyme. Now everyone, please remember, your rhyming words always tend to come at the end of a paragraph. I'll come to the poem again. Look here. I got up late for school today and nearly missed the bus. I hurried down the stairs. Today, bus, stairs, any of the word counts. Your rhyming word is always going to come at the end. It will not be in the middle of the sentence. It will not be in the beginning of the sentence. So, wolf my toast and caused a fuss. Now, bus and fuss are rhyming, right? So, these two are rhyming words of first paragraph. Now the second paragraph, I quickly threw books in my bag, my pens, my lunch and shorts, grabbed my coat from out of the cupboard and took my bat and ball for sports. Now shorts and sports, in these like this you have to do pick up the rhyming words from all the other 3 paragraphs. Just remember one thing, the rhyming words are always going to be at the end of the line. You have to see which words at the end. Please keep in mind at the end which words rhyme. You have to pick up those words for that exercise which I showed just now. Okay, find 3 more pairs of words in the poem that rhyme. You have to write down those rhyming words here. Another thing, there's an activity here. Get to know a little more about 3 of your good friends. Talk to them and fill in the table. They have given a table on page number 13 of your book. Okay, one, it says you have to write down the names of your friends. So 3 friends, 3 friends of yours you can call up. This is a nice opportunity. Or you have, let's say, only 2 friends are there, you can write down and you can pick up your brother and sister, you can write their name. Or you can ask your parents to be, you can write your father's name, your mother's name, and your brother or sister if you don't want to call your friends. Okay, but this is a nice exercise to call up your friends and talk to them. So you have to write down any 2 hobbies of theirs. Your 3 friends, any 2 hobbies, whatever they like doing. reading, dancing. You have to write down 2 hobbies of each friend. Then their favorite books, any favorite books that they have, 2 favorite books. Favorite sports, what sports do they like playing? They like playing football, they like playing with they like playing badminton, like that. What are their 2 strengths? Strengths means that my friend is always she's honest. Strength is any good thing that you do. Okay, you're honest, you're disciplined, that way. Weaknesses, she's weakness, sweet tooth. Sweet tooth means your friend is very fond of eating sugar. Or weakness, her weakness could be telling a lies. Somebody is not able to control themselves, they tend to tell a lie. Or somebody uses bad language, so that is a weakness. Anything negative, that is a weakness. Anything that is positive in somebody's behavior, that is a strength. Now you have to complete page number 13 also. Fine. From in the book itself, page number 13, page number 12, you have to do the vocabulary exercise in the book. Now question number C, you will write down. I have given pictures also how you have to start your work in the notebook. A PDF is attached. Please see that PDF, how you have to attach, how you have to start. You will start with this. This will be the first question of the poem. What did the poet put in his bag in a hurry? You will write down the answer on your own. Second, what things did he carry for sports? Second question, answer you will write on your own. I will send the answers on Monday along with the rest of the questions, which are going to be in a PDF file or which are going to be typed, and which will be sent to you. Thank you and have a nice day, everyone. Stay safe and enjoy.